Fishermen and aqua farmers are more frequently dealing with a blobby pest. It's coating their gear, their catches, and their harvests.
News Center Maine's Christian Harso went out on the water to learn more about this creature and why the sea squirt is becoming more of a headache in the Gulf of Maine.
Crew manager Cat Lip at Mere Point Oyster Co. says these blobs, sea squirts, are a pain.
This is small. This is probably grown in a couple of weeks, but this is a larger one.
While funny looking,
This is why they're called sea squirts.
they are also a pesky hitchhiker.
You can't get them off because there's no grip to it.
Turning a clean oyster bag into one covered in a coating of organic water balloons.
Adds extra 5 to 20 pounds. It depends on how bad they get. And you can usually tell which ones have all the sea squirts on it because they'll be what we call sinkers.
Sinking from the weight of sea squirts.
They're a huge pain.
But this is a great example of invasives growing on top of invasives.
Sea squirts, or more scientifically, tunicates, are technically invasive to the region. But ecologist Jeremy Miller says they've been here for at least a century. Now, many species have made the Gulf of Maine their home.
And it's not so much a matter of getting rid of them anymore, but learning about how they affect our local ecology.
And that effect changes from year to year.
Blade of kelp off of Great Diamond Island last year compared to the same kelp off of Great Diamond Island this year.
Too many squirts can stress or kill kelp, oysters, and other sea life. The squirts themselves, though, are more resilient.
If we were to take a trap that's covered with tunicates and tear a lot of them off and put them back into the water, those can settle and grow new colonies.
So oyster farms hire divers to flip their gear out of the water, killing the tunicates.
If you don't flip them enough, you get the squirts.
But flipping takes time, and oysters can only survive out of the water for 18 hours at most. Then it's back underwater. A tedious and costly routine.
Being able to stay on top of it and know forecast what's to come as well would be really helpful for farmers to succeed.
Researchers like Miller believe warming waters in the Gulf of Maine are helping sea squirts flourish.
So we've really seen an explosion of tunicates in the last decade or so.
Scientists are looking for a solution.
But it's really unique to each site and each kind of aquaculture industry.
Making a cure-all fix a slippery goal.
We don't know why we do it sometimes, but we love oyster farming, but everything is working against you.
Including these blobby creatures. Along the Gulf of Maine, Christian Harsa, News Center, Maine.
If you're interested in learning more about sea squirts in the Gulf of Maine, we have a link to some material from the Department of Marine Resources on our website and our News Center Maine app.